One dark and stormy night in October, Blake and Peter were hauling a grain train from Barstow all the way back to Sacramento. It was wild and it was very dark. Blake could hardly see a thing with the rain pouring down hard. Ugh, I really hate this storm. It's making me feel cold. Oh, he complained. Well, I hope we can deliver this train safely and on time, said Peter. We don't want to be late. I hope you're right. But this storm really gets funny things at night. Why is the signal red? There are no other trains out here. Maybe another train is coming through, or it's a signal malfunction that we have to wait. What's taking so long? I'm getting all cold and wet out here. What was that noise? I don't know. Did you just see that? A steam engine, but what's it doing out here in the stormy night? We'll have to figure out when we get back to the yard. I want to get out of here now. So do I, agreed Peter. The next day, they told Daniel and Ronald about what they had seen last night. It looked like a 482 mountain type with the road name Rio Grande on the side of its tender. And on its cab it said 2302. Ronald wasn't in the mood for it. I don't even care what you've seen, and I don't have time for your games. Well, what I'm about to tell you two may seem very spooky to the both of you. Because you probably had seen the ghost of Rio Grande 2302. Who's 2302? Asked Blake. Daniel paused for a moment, and then he began to speak. 2302 is a Rio Grande M68 482 mountain type that was built by the Berman shops for the D&RGW. He was never given a proper name. Only he is referred to his number, 2302. He was destined to be a smooth-running engine, but ended up becoming a rolling disaster. In 1921, Rio Grande 2302 hit a kink in the rails when he was pulling a freight train outside of Salt Lake City, Utah. Eventually, his fireman was crushed to death in the wreck. Oh my gosh! And that ain't all. In 1933, 2302 was sent to the Southern Pacific Railroad to cover for an SP Pacific that was in need of repairs. But however, Someone had sabotaged the track near a bridge over a dry creek riverbed, and 2302 hit the broken track and crashed into the riverbank below in the Tehachapi Mountains. About 145 people were killed in the wreck, leaving only 27 injured. 2302 was blamed for the accident and was sent back to the Rio Grande Railroad. Oh, come on, Daniel. I don't need to hear about this story. It's just a waste of time, said Ronald. Shut your mouth and let me finish. By then, after World War II, 2302 collided with another passenger train handled by one of my siblings in Highland Valley Mountain. Both engines were crashed into the riverbank below and were left to rot in the riverbank for a long time. But after that, they were rescued and then put onto a siding and then scrapped. Then what happened? Asked Peter. Nobody knows. But let's say the ghost of Rio Grande 2302 returns as a warning to others, rolling into the darkness and blowing his whistle. And they say if you ever get in his way, you are suddenly dead, replied Daniel. What rubbish. I'm not scared of ghosts, said Ronald. Now if you excuse me, I've got a freight train to take. And he gruffly puffed away. Never mind him, you two. He'd be fine if he really saw the ghost, said Daniel. Well, it sounds a little spooky to me, said Blake. Me too, said Peter. At City & Country, USA, Ronald had picked up his freight train and was waiting for the conductor's signal to proceed back to Sacramento. Silver Streak was in the yard, waiting for clearance to proceed back to Highland Valley for his next run. Ghost trains. Silly rubbish indeed, Ronald would say. There's no such thing as ghosts. I believed in Daniel's story, Silver Streak said. If the ghost of Rio Grande 2302 is real, then he probably will teach you a lesson for sure. It's still fake to me. I really don't care about ghost trains. And with that, Ronald puffed out of the yard. Don't say I didn't warn you, Silver Streak said to himself. Unknown to the two engines, someone was watching them.